Oh, Frankie. Hello. Sorry, it's a bit... right. For this session, you need a cushion, unless you've got like a Pilates ball, a chair, and this is actually a dressing gown thingy. So something like that, okay, or scarf, like a long scarf or something. So yeah, that's what you need. I did put it on earlier, but if you haven't, go grab them. Now, what I want to talk about in this session is posture. So lots of people, we all do it, slouching, we're on our phones like this, okay. As we get older as well, you get that hunchback. One of the things is, you know, you want to open out your chest, okay. But we want to get some thoracic flexion in there, okay. So I'm going to go through how we can really separate those shoulder blades and get some real good mobility in through the shoulder flexion, okay. And then a really good exercise that you can do with this, okay. So we want to strengthen through our upper back, okay. I do this quite a lot in my stronger sculpting series, okay. We strengthen through our upper back, we stretch through our chest, okay. And because you're hunched down on a desk quite a lot of the time, you'll find that we sit like this, don't we? Admit it, we do, okay. But the problem is that we end up getting quite tight through the back, so we still want to stay in that flexion position, and make sure we're working through flexion, okay. So we want to work through flexion and we want to pull back as well, so we're strengthening through the upper back. So first off, we're going to start, we don't need this to start with, so I want you to put your cushion, so I'm going to put my cushion like this, okay, and then I'm going to round, so I'm going to drop my hands down to the ground and just relax through, okay, just relax through. Now this one, any premium members, I really recommend you save this video and just try and incorporate some of these exercises in to daily routine of mobility, okay. We're just rounding through. I really want you to push really down on into the cushion, and then we're going to come all the way up, lifting your arms overhead and really pull back here. So you might want to do this in front of a mirror as well. So I'm taking my arms further back than my head, okay. So this will be a really good way of seeing how your mobility is for your shoulders. Can you push your arms back that far? Or are you here because your mobility in your upper back and your shoulders is not great, okay? Now we're going to round back down, just relaxing through, getting that nice shoulder flexion through the thoracic spine, and pushing into the cushion and rounding up, lifting back. Okay, so this is one exercise that you can do whilst you're sat at your desk, okay. So it really helps with mobility, and it's strengthening through as well. I'm really pushing in, pushing, and I'm really thinking about my upper back, I'm tensing through those muscles in my upper back as I'm pushing down and then reaching back up. Okay, so there is an exercise I'd like you to try and practice, and you'll find just that one exercise will really help with your mobility and your posture. Okay, now all of my exercises that you do will help with your posture. So that's one. I'm going to move the chair. We don't actually need the chair anymore. That was just for the one exercise. By the way, if you ever wonder why I look to my left, boxer size written up here. I've got boards everywhere. Here's another board. Honestly, my flat is full of boards. I just write up because I'm going like literally back to back. Got loads of boards. Okay, another one which I do this quite a lot through my stretching workouts. Okay, so I want you to try this one. So your hands come underneath your knees, okay? And I'm just going to grab hold of my elbows. just relaxing down, and then I'm just going to really pull, creating that nice flexion for your back, rounding through the spine. And now I'm going to reach up, straightening through, and I'm pulling up, and then rounding back through, pulling back, and then lifting up, straightening through your spine, dropping through your shoulders, drop through those shoulders, and then back to flexion, pulling away and lifting up. So this is a really good thoracic spine mobility. Flexion, and you really want to be thinking about perhaps doing about 10 reps of each of these, and you can do them as often throughout the day as you want. Again, you can actually do that seated, put your hands underneath. Okay, this is where this comes in handy now. So I'm going to put it round my hands, okay, and I'm going to pull back. So I'm really pushing at my feet. I'm really pulling back, so I've created that nice rounded shoulders. I'm pulling, I'm stretching out those muscles, and then I'm going to straighten up and I'm pulling in. I'm really pulling. I'm feeling all my back muscles working here through my lats, and then rounding back through, pulling away. I might incorporate this into Pilates next week, actually, some of these exercises, because they're really good. Pulling in. That's it, pull. Hold it. Feeling that nice stretch in your hamstrings as well. Pull. Working through the back. And back. Rounding through the spine. Really pull back. And in. Pull. Can you feel those back muscles working? Okay, not only is this really good for your thoracic spine, but it's really good for strengthening through your back. Just holding it here. You know, you can do this watching the TV or something. You're watching, like what I'm watching at the moment, Married at First Sight, Australia, while you're watching junk TV. Let's do one more because it feels good. Any of these exercises, if you just pick 3 of these and rotate them, honestly, after a few weeks, you're going to see such a difference in your posture and your mobility in your back. And relax down. We're going to come back to this in a moment. So now I want you to come into a lying position. One hand places under your back, okay? I'm going to place the other hand to the back of my head. And I'm going to really push in. I'm pushing as hard as I can into the mat, okay? Push. And I want you to really round through your upper back. Push. So I'm really thinking about my upper back here. That's where my focus is. Not on my abs, I am working my abs, but I'm really thinking about opening out those shoulder blades, pushing my hand in, okay? So feel that pushing of your hand. Now take your hands up to here and squeeze those elbows together. Squeeze. They're just touching, and then releasing back down, and then arching through your back. And again, inhale, exhale. Squeeze those elbows together. Come on, squeeze them. Tap them together. Can't really push, and I'm trying to push my elbows out to the side of the room, okay? Push, and back, arching through your back, and lift. Go on, push them, reach them towards your knees, come on, and back, arching through your spine. Let's do one more of these. Come on, push. Oh. Okay, so that's another one. Remember these. I want you to write these down or save the video. Okay, we're coming up to kneeling position now, okay? I want you to place your hands underneath your knees, okay, underneath your knees, and I'm rounding up here, okay, so I'm pulling. I'm really feeling that through my shoulder blades, it feels good. And then I'm going to straighten up. That's it. Stick your chest out. I'm feeling that working through my back now. And then round through, pulling away, pull away, pull away, pull away. And up. Again, a really good one for your back. Oh, this feels good. So just think about your shoulder blades. Think about them separating. Oh, and reaching up. So again, really good one to do. So pick a few of these. Now I want you to stand next to a wall. Can I do this? Here. Okay, I'm going to do it here. Standing next to a wall, feet next to the wall. Take your hands to here. So I'm feeling my shoulder blades on the wall, okay? And then I'm going to round through. I'm trying to push my upper back, my lower back into the wall, and then opening out. Feeling my upper back on the wall, arms on the wall, hands on the wall, and then down. Pushing your lower back into the mat, reaching your hands as if you're really pushing down, opening out those shoulder blades, and back up, and down, and back up. Okay, so again, another really good one. And to opening out the chest, what I would like you to do as well, and you can incorporate this every time you walk through a door. Okay, so this is a door. I'm walking through the door. The leg nearest to the door, my hand is resting on the door frame, and I'm going to step through the door and feel that nice opening out of my chest. So a lot of roundedness for your back is the lack of strength and flexion in your back. So we've just been doing lots of that. So we want to strengthen and improve the mobility and flexion in your upper back, and we want to stretch out the chest. So this is one of the best exercises you can do for stretching out the chest. Now if you've got a door frame, you can do both hands and step through, okay? So because I haven't got a door right to hand, step through. So it's the foot next to your hand, and really push through. You feel a really nice stretch. It's probably the best chest stretch you can do, okay? Now, the next one, this is one that you probably have to work on. You might not be able to do this straight away. I'm going to come down and do this in a kneeling position. Okay, so, and you can work on this and bring your arms closer together. So I'm going to go all the way over and down behind, up and over, okay? And you can work on getting a little bit closer and see how far in. That's probably my limit at the moment because I feel so tight. Okay, so down all the way over, creating that nice big circle, really stretching out through the spine, through your shoulders, through your chest. Honestly, this is a great mobility. If you could wake up in the mornings, grab your dressing gown string and just do 10 of these, and you did that every day, you'll see a difference in your posture in no time. Oh, that feels good, doesn't it? Oh. And you can hold it back. Oh, rotate. You don't have to do this, but it feels good. And back. Okay, so just have a practice of that as well. So yeah, so they're the exercises that I wanted to go through with you today to really work on posture, mobility, thoracic, spine, flexion, etc. So any questions, let me know. And yeah, hope that was beneficial for you and you're going to incorporate it a little bit into your weekly routine, even if you just pick one of the exercises and try and do it every day, just for a few reps. Catch you later.